White Gold Rush, Economic Opportunities in a Melting Arctic. Title: White Gold Rush, Economic Opportunities in a Melting Arctic. Introduction. The Arctic region, with its vast icy landscapes, has long been viewed as a pristine wilderness untouched by human activities. However, climate change is rapidly transforming this remote region, leading to the melting of ice and opening up new economic opportunities. This article explores the potential for an economic boom in the Arctic, often referred to as the White Gold Rush, and the various industries that stand to benefit from these changes. 1. The impact of melting Arctic ice. As global temperatures continue to rise, the Arctic is experiencing some of the most dramatic effects of climate change. The melting of ice in the region is not only causing concern for environmentalists but also attracting the attention of economists and businesses worldwide. The shrinking ice cover opens up new possibilities for resource extraction, shipping routes, tourism, and scientific research. 2. Resource extraction. The melting Arctic ice has unveiled vast reserves of natural resources, including oil, gas, minerals, and rare earth elements. With the retreat of sea ice, resource companies are eyeing the Arctic for potential mining, drilling, and exploration projects. This newly accessible resource wealth has the potential to transform the economies of Arctic nations and attract international investment. 3. Arctic shipping routes. Another significant economic opportunity lies in the opening of new shipping routes, such as the Northwest Passage and the Northern Sea Route. These routes significantly reduce shipping distances between Asia, Europe, and North America, allowing for quicker and more cost-effective transportation. The reduced travel time benefits trade, commerce, and the shipping industry. However, challenges remain, such as unpredictable weather conditions and the need for infrastructure development. 4. Tourism and hospitality. The pristine and untouched landscapes of the Arctic are drawing increasing numbers of adventurous travelers seeking unique experiences. The region offers wildlife viewing, glacier tours, cultural encounters with indigenous communities, and even Arctic cruises. The growth in Arctic tourism not only generates direct revenue but also creates job opportunities in accommodation, transportation, and local businesses. However, sustainable tourism practices must be promoted to minimize the impact on fragile Arctic ecosystems. 5. Scientific research. The changing Arctic is attracting scientists from around the world. Researchers are studying the impacts of climate change, biodiversity, and ecosystem dynamics in this rapidly transforming region. Challenges and considerations. While the White Gold Rush presents significant economic opportunities, it is crucial to balance development with environmental protection and the rights of local communities. Here are a few key considerations. Environmental impact. Resource extraction and increased shipping activities in the Arctic carry the risk of negative environmental impacts, such as oil spills and increased carbon emissions. Strict regulations and sustainable practices must be enforced to protect the fragile Arctic ecosystems. B. Indigenous rights. Indigenous communities have inhabited the Arctic for thousands of years and have deep cultural, social, and economic connections to the land. Any Arctic development should respect their rights, provide fair benefits, and involve local communities in decision-making processes. C. Infrastructure development. The Arctic lacks crucial infrastructure required to support increased economic activities. Investment in ports, roads, power supply, and telecommunications is necessary to enable sustainable development and ensure the safety of those operating in the region. The white gold rush in the Arctic presents a unique opportunity for economic growth and development, triggered by the melting of Arctic ice due to climate change. This article has explored the various industries that stand to benefit from these changes, including resource extraction, Arctic shipping routes, tourism, and scientific research. Resource extraction in the Arctic is becoming increasingly feasible as ice retreats, revealing vast reserves of oil, gas, minerals, and rare earth elements. This presents an economic boon for Arctic nations, attracting international investment in mining, drilling, and exploration projects. However, it is essential to ensure that stringent environmental regulations and sustainable practices are in place to protect the fragile Arctic ecosystems. The opening of new shipping routes, such as the Northwest Passage and the Northern Sea Route, offers significant economic opportunities for trade, commerce, and the shipping industry. These routes reduce shipping distances and costs, benefiting countries in Asia, Europe, and North America. However, challenges in terms of unpredictable weather conditions and the need for infrastructure development must be addressed to fully capitalize on these opportunities. The pristine landscapes of the Arctic also attract adventurous travelers, leading to a surge in Arctic tourism. Wildlife viewing, glacier tours, cultural encounters with indigenous communities, and Arctic cruises are some of the unique experiences sought by tourists. This growth in tourism not only generates revenue but also creates job opportunities in accommodation, transportation, and local businesses. Sustainable tourism practices must be promoted to protect the fragile Arctic ecosystems and preserve the authentic cultural heritage of the region. Scientists from around the world are drawn to the Arctic to study the impacts of climate change, biodiversity, and ecosystem dynamics. This scientific research contributes to global knowledge and brings economic benefits through research grants, academic collaborations, and the establishment of research infrastructure. However, it is crucial to consider the challenges associated with the white gold rush and ensure balanced development. Strict regulations and sustainable practices must be enforced to minimize the environmental impact of resource extraction and increased shipping activities. Indigenous rights and the rights of local communities must be respected and included in decision-making processes to maintain their cultural, social, and economic connections to the land. As the impact of climate change continues to reshape the Arctic, the region is experiencing a white gold rush of economic opportunities. The melting Arctic ice opens up possibilities for resource extraction, shipping routes, tourism, and scientific research. Resource extraction, including mining, drilling, and exploration projects, becomes more feasible as ice retreats and reveals vast reserves of oil, gas, minerals, and rare earth elements. This newfound resource wealth has the potential to transform the economies of Arctic nations and attract international investment. The opening of new shipping routes, such as the Northwest Passage and the Northern Sea Route, offers significant economic opportunities for trade, commerce, and the shipping industry. These routes reduce shipping distances and costs, benefiting countries in Asia, Europe, and North America. However, to fully capitalize on these opportunities, challenges such as unpredictable weather conditions and infrastructure development need to be addressed.